I want to obviously say congratulations to the team that we just hit in the 6th shot. It's always great to see them again. I'm really excited for the debate round, so thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for my partner for helping me prep such a great case. Thank you, Gita Carey, for being here. We really appreciate your time, and hopefully you can get to your pizza and you'll be okay. Don't worry about your health. Your health is number one, definitely. And thank you to the Peanut Gallery and the cameraman, obviously. It's always great to have a show, and it's always great to have some support. So let's go ahead and get in the round today. It should be a fun round. The first contention today is going to be the framework. And my A sub-pointer to this, I'm going to try to keep it really structured for the round, is a resolutional analysis. The resolution brought before us is this House believes marriage is for all, or marriage for all, I believe is the technical wording here. Marriage believes in marriage for all. There we go. Their definition today is going to be this House is the advocacy of the room. Believes, implying it's going to be a fact round today. And marriage for all is going to be defined as legally recognized marriage for every person. Not trying to get squirrely here, it's just legally recognized is the key here. We want it to be, it's all legality. We want that bright line there of what is marriage. It's when it's legally recognized. It's going to be a factor, as I stated, so my B sub-point here is the judging criteria, which is going to be preponderance of evidence. So let's keep it clean. Hopefully we'll have a lot of clash on the case today. And with that, it brings me to my second contention of evidence. My A sub-point under this is going to be the timely evidence here, and the tag for this is the time has passed. We're looking at the civil rights issue. My first sub-point under this is the 1964. It showed that no person should ever be inferior to one another. We can see that this is implying that there should be equality as far as for marriage as well. That no person should feel as if they're not provided the equal rights as everyone else. And when we're saying that individuals, whether black, white, man, female, can't be together, we are saying that they are inferior to others, as if one person's rights is held above another. And the time has passed for that. We have called that this is wrong and it is time to move on. My second sub-point of this is we are showing that racism is reaching an equilibrium. If we look over the past century, the past decades, we have made advancements in tolerance and acceptance. The time is now, the time has passed. We saw that we're moving forward, and that this is the next issue that needs to be covered, that marriage is for all. Marriage is for same-sex, and this is timely and this is past. My second evidence here today is going to be that it's supported. That history supports this matter. We've already seen this once under the 1964 as a stated policy that's been put in place to show equality, to guarantee equality. But my first sub-point under this is federal. We're looking at the federal Constitution. We're going to look at the fact that this has been brought up before our policymakers. This has been brought up. This is an active debate within society and within the political arena. We've had the Federal Marriage Amendment come up to Congress several times. What this amendment states is that marriage should only be classified as man and woman, that this should be the only restrictions upon legally married people, and that this should be an amendment to our U.S. Constitution. This has yet to pass, and this will not pass. We see an overwhelming majority against this passing. We see that Congress supports equal marriage for all. It shows that legally married for every person, and we're also seeing that the Constitution protects that. We're seeing that the federal government is showing that we put in places, our founding fathers put into writing the protection of equality for all individuals. My second sub-point to this is the state constitutions. We've had cases come up in Massachusetts, California, Connecticut, just to name a couple, or three, that the state constitutions are in fact showing that they're protected. They're hitting the state Supreme Courts and they're ruling that this is obtrusive, this is too much. You cannot restrict people and say that the marriage is only a man and a woman, that same-sex marriage is protected. We also see this within the states who have actually legalized same-sex marriage. We show that there is the opportunity there and there's the feasibility to it, and then it's time to do that, and history supports that. My third contention is going to be that it is beneficial. It is for the best. My first sub-point is taxes. Being married, being legally married, gives you the ability to file joint taxes. And for people who are married, they see the benefits of this. There's a lot of tax breaks. There's a lot of incentives. There's a lot of opportunities to have more of a financial standing. So it's beneficial to allow everyone to have this opportunity, regardless of sex or race. Our second sub-point of this is insurance. Insurance will not recognize same-sex couples only if they are legally married. If you're a married individual, you can have family plans. You and your adopted son can have a family plan. You and your spouse can have this kind of opportunities to have reduced costs in medical care. And with this being an obvious trend, an obvious issue, and a timely issue, it is important to gain these benefits for all individuals, regardless of gender, sex, and for every individual by the resolution. And the third one is family. family. Adoption is much easier with a married couple. It's a lot more difficult to have a same-sex couple go forth with an adoption for the simple purpose of the red tape of are you married, are you not. They see that marriage as a supportive family, and have that legally married tag gives them more of a benefit of showing that you're a loving home for a child. Whether or not this legality matters that much is not the debate here today. It's simply the fact that it's true. In the current system, if you can say you're married on paper and you can show a certificate, it matters more to people. They find that that child is going to be in a better home. And this is key because there's a lot of same-sex couples looking to adopt, and they just don't have that one up that a lot of married couples do. And our final point for today is that it's right. We have a moral obligation to support equality. That's the tag for this. And this is going to be the one that really, I think, brings it home and shows that the government is going to win today under the preponderance of evidence, to show that this argument is true. First subpoint of this is it's legally right, as I've shown for all of these reasons. It's legally right to provide equality. If we're going to preach in our history as an American government that it is legal and that it's women have rights, race has rights. No matter what your situation is, you have the right. Then why can we not say that who you love or what you are or how you believe should not be right as well? Secondly, we have the spiritual freedom, or the freedom of religion, or freedom of choice, the right to love who we are. We see that more and more religions are moving forward to acceptance, so we should be moving more forward to acceptance, and to have this legally recognized marriages. And finally, my subpoint under this is socially. Socially, we are to the point, we are to the brink that we need to do this. As a society, we are calling out for equal opportunities. We have people in the streets saying it is right for these people to love one another, and it is right for our government to recognize it. So looking at the contention today, looking at the framework, the clean-cut debate, I look forward to some clash, and looking at preponderance of evidence, I think the government's going to win today from the content and the quality of our arguments, and showing that, marriage is legally right for every person.